Coming up, this growing family's losing ground in their backyard.
Oh, we can barely fit a table and chairs on this thing.
We'll bust them out of their rut and take backyard entertaining to a whole new level with a Scrabble patio.
Blue, beige, blue.
Next on Landscape Smart.
Todd and Lisa are one fired up couple, and why not? They got a new home, new neighborhood, new baby on the way. But their backyard, it's a total loser. Our job is to open it up and give it some game.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Todd. This is Scarlett. We have Elijah here and a little one on the way.
So for your backyard, I mean, what's gonna make your life easier for you guys?
Just opening up the space that we have in terms of somewhere to sit, somewhere to play, hang out, things like that.
Todd,
Somewhere to entertain and break out the board games and play all day.
All right, sounds good. Got a guy who's a total gamer, great designer, his named Don Felix.
The deck, a little on the small side.
Oh, we can barely fit a table and chairs on this thing.
We'll have to open that up a little bit.
Excellent.
We have lots of grass space, which overall, again, is good with the kids and the dogs. We don't want to lose all of the grass. We definitely need some space for them to be able to run around and play.
Okay.
But then, it doesn't have to be all grass either.
Are you folks avid gardeners? Annuals?
Not really. About the biggest thing is I like to have an herb garden for cooking.
So low maintenance?
Yeah, definitely low maintenance. We play a lot of games when people come over. We're big board games, Scrabble fans, things like that. So again, just space for table and chairs.
Scrabble, huh?
Indeed.
Interesting. Neat. Okay. Well, I think I've got some cool ideas cooking here.
Cool idea number one, a patio that's actually a working Scrabble board.
Right about here is where the Scrabble board is going to be.
Oh my gosh, life-size Scrabble.
Yeah, you'll have your bench, actual tile holding bench right here. Another one over there.
And in the corner between the benches, we add tile seats and a fire pit for ambiance in the evenings.
We'll take out the railing on the deck and give it a new look with fresh cedar planking.
And then we're going to essentially add 2 brand new steps all the way around the entire deck.
Oh, that'll totally open up the space.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Great.
A paver sidewalk will wrap around the deck and lead to the garage.
Along the sidewalk, we're going to have your garden, place to plant some herbs, some nice big boulders, some natural elements, and then we're going to soften the whole fence and provide some security with some ornamental trees.
Sounds
Right.
wonderful.
That
really
sounds
pretty
phenomenal.
Finally, some new sod will soften everything up.
On board with that Scrabble patio? Pretty cool, huh?
Wow, unfathomable that could be actually in our backyard.
I know, I can't wait to see that thing come together. Lisa, for you, what jumps out at you?
The way that he's going to reuse the deck. You know, we had talked about please ditch the deck, we need to open it up, but the fact that he's going to kind of keep the deck but give it a whole new look so it won't even feel like the same deck and it'll be totally open and new.
You guys ready to start?
Let's do it.
Let's roll the dice and get going.
All right.
We get the little kid toys out of the way so we can bring in the big kid toys. And because Lisa can't do any heavy lifting, Scarlett jumps right in.
Hey, Scarlett, you want to go for a ride?
Yeah.
Not at all nervous that she's driving the Bobcat. Whoa! Hey, that's the wrong button. Shake it loose, shake it loose.
All right.
Do it again.
Pretty nice looking lawn. Were you okay letting go of that?
Well, yeah, it is pretty funny. You know, we just bought the house this spring, and it's the nicest lawn we've ever owned, and then they came and took it away, but they promised they're going to put very nice sod back in.
Yeah, it's going to be even better.
There we go. Great.
Todd decides to vent a little on the old deck.
I think that's a good start. It was nice to see the railing leave, but I don't know, just seeing it come down, I was like, wow, this is really happening. This
Really kind of opens up the space, too.
Completely opens up the space, yeah. I feel like it can stretch now.
Don and Scarlett take a much calmer approach.
Looking good. Want to get that screw right there? Yeah! There you go.
First up in our Scrabble backyard, prepping for the sidewalk and patio.
This is just kind of a rough idea.
This is much nicer than that little teeny cement piece we had. Great. This looks good.
Cool. All right.
Right
Well, we need to just dig this out.
Shovels aren't quite good enough for Scarlett. She's all about the skid steer. We used crushed limestone gravel to make a solid level base for the pavers.
Is it gonna be big enough to, you know, do the Scrabble thing?
I think it's going to be perfect. It's big enough to get quite a few people sitting around. You know, when we're not playing Scrabble, there's room for a table to eat. But yet we're going to still have enough graph space for the kids to run around and play. It doesn't kind of take over the entire yard.
What Scarlett is doing is marking the perimeter of the patio.
Hey! All right, I think I'm gonna have to return the spray paint can.
A smooth bed of sand will help lock the pavers in place. But before we can get started on the patio, we've got to get the fire pit in place.
What kind of stone is this?
This is Fond du Lac stone.
Beautiful piece.
Setting this square at an angle is gonna look cool, kind of in the corner of the patio. Can't go wrong with a fire pit on a patio, right?
The fire pit, did it take much arm twisting to get that on board, or?
Not at all. Not at all. I told Lisa it would be a great spot to put all her receipts in and burn those before I see them.
Coming up, we're calling out the Scrabble patio
Beige, beige, blue.
and building life-size tile holders.
The first one ever made, as far as I know of.
Next on Landscape Smart. It's day one in Todd and Lisa's backyard, and we've laid the groundwork for our new Scrabble backyard. Then it's just a matter of calling it out.
Then you've got blue, beige, blue, and 3 beige, 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 blue. 3 beige, blue, 3 beige, blue, beige.
Beige, beige, red, and then 3
lot of
beige. Blue, beige, blue, red, beige. And folks, we have a Scrabble board.
Where did this, can we call it an addiction to Scrabble? This love of Scrabble, how did that start?
Well, for me, my parents are big Scrabble players. And then I happened to meet Todd, and turns out he was this big Scrabble player, word games, all of that, so it just worked out.
With the patio in place, we get to work on the paver sidewalk.
And we're gonna mix all the different colors that we got in our Scrabble board.
And sizes as well.
And sizes, yeah, because that'll help us.
Is that looking right there?
I'm liking the look of this. This is starting out quite well.
Do you like the different sizes, Todd, and the colors?
I do like the different sizes and colors. It has a little texture, breaks up the monotony and mundane look of just regular squares.
Basically what we're doing, guys, is establishing the outer edge. This first line is the most important because it basically sets the path for all the other stones.
Just slide this one in there. Give it 5.
It's awesome.
We use a plate compactor to tamp the pavers into place, and we're ready for our next project.
This is a Scrabble holder, as you can see, and it's also the template for 2 awesome benches.
While Sean finishes up the benches, we check out the plant lineup.
I see plants.
You do?
That's a good thing.
All right.
What do we got here, Don? What are like these little?
That is a Russian cypress. It's actually like a yellow mop cypress.
Okay.
Pretty cool plant, relatively new to the scene. Java red.
Now, what do you for Java red? Why Java red?
The thing that's cool about the Java red is they're burgundy, obviously, and they flower a lot, so they're a cool plant.
Got it.
Easy to control too.
Skylar, you want to try to carry that? It can be too heavy for you.
Oh no, she's got
for
some
her.
muscles in her. Ooh, I like this. What's this one?
Young lady smoke bush.
Ooh,
This is actually a really cool plant.
yeah.
Really neat plant.
I like the kind of bushy
When it
flowery.
flowers, yeah, it's like it literally looks like it's smoking.
I don't know anything about plants, but wow, I mean, I like the varying heights, different colors, different shapes and textures, but keeping everything very casual, relaxed, nice feel.
So, Lisa, what do you think? I mean, seriously, about this little palette of plants that you got now?
I'm impressed, considering we went from one overgrown lilac and a bunch of grass to all of this.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
going to be
lot.
great. Lots of color, lots of different textures, and I have to admit, I recognize these. These are one of my favorite daylilies, so I'm so excited to see so many coming off the truck.
Look at your big smiles. Give me that plant bush.
It's a nice
That's
ground
dragon's
cover.
blood sedum.
Ooh, dragon's blood. Perfect for Scarlet. That's our aspen?
It is quaking aspen.
Yay!
So, Don, what are we going for here? I mean, overall, just the big picture.
Basically, we kind of wanted some coverage over on the chain link fence. The pagoda dogwood are going to provide just that.
I like it. I like all the different varieties, shapes of leaves,
Gorgeous.
and.
Just wait till they're in the ground.
Oh, you mean you're not just gonna leave them here?
Day one is done, and we're right on schedule in our Scrabble backyard. But we've got a long way to go before the games can begin. Up next, we get rocking on the boulder garden
Where do you want it, big boy?
and make the old deck new again.
Looking quite cedarlicious.
Just ahead on Landscape Smart. It's day 2 in Todd and Lisa's backyard, and we're kicking it into high gear.
Big projects for today. We got to bring on those boulders for the garden bed. We got to totally tackle the deck. We got to put in some plants. Tom, these are big boulders.
Yeah, they're pretty decent size.
What are these babies for?
Fieldstone boulders. They are going to basically make us a garden.
They're not for jumping off when you lose a Scrabble?
Well, of course they are.
Oh, okay. We can use a double application here.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
So how are we getting these over? Hand trucking them or?
No, we're gonna use a skid steer.
The big skid?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm not gonna try to pick these things.
Yeah.
And hey, I figure if Scarlett can do it, so can I.
Take me to
See that?
your planet! Where do you want it, big boy? Cool! I'll trade you.
Okay, sounds good.
Showing off, are ya? Making me look bad.
9 Bark Summer Wine. Now we have the Anvil Hydrangea. Dragon's Blood. See them? This will creep in and around the boulders and the pavers real well. 2 more Russian Sage.
Want to help out?
Yeah.
Want
All
to
right.
dig some plants?
Here's
I can
this-
give you no more money though. The money thing's over. You still gonna help? Okay. All right.
Here, Scarlett, here, right, see this one right here?
Yeah.
You just lift it aside and dig the hole right where the plant was.
Next to the benches, Don stacks concrete tiles that'll provide even more seating.
And we'll just kind of do like an uneven, awkward stack.
Nice.
Kind of like how I'd probably typically organize my Scrabble pieces.
Should we give it a little test?
I think we gotta go 3 more.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go a little higher here.
Yep.
Oh, Grant looking good.
High five,
Finito?
brother.
Right on.
It's a perfect foot model.
Ooh.
Look at you go.
All right.
And roll in the final piece of our Scrabble backyard.
Bring on the side. This looks like nice
nothing like
stuff. What exactly is this?
It's called grass, honey.
Grass. Could we make a lawn Scrabble board? All right. Woo! Nice sod, Angel.
Scarlett gives the new lawn a good watering. Coming up, has this yard got game? Check out our triple yard score next on Landscape Smart. When we started, this yard was all grass and no game. Now there's a little something for everyone.
Lisa, old yard, what were you the happiest to see go?
Ooh, a tough one between the lilac and the railing on the deck, both happy to be gone with.
It's a coin toss.
Yes.
And for you, Todd, coming in?
Scrabble board.
Hello.
Hello, exactly. I'm playing all day.
We spruced up the unused side yard with a garden filled with a variety of plants and textures. Large fieldstone boulders create some dimension and bring a natural touch to the garden.
Lisa, for you, what's the best thing about this garden area?
I'm just loving all of the color that's coming in. We've already got a couple of the shrubs starting to bloom, and then just the changes in texture and height, all of that, just so much interest.
Yeah, I love how Scarlett's rock sculpture is still standing.
Exactly. The other
Todd
one,
had a little tip over?
we had a storm, lasted to some heavy rain, but Scarlett's was the stronger and lasted out the rain.
We gave the old confining deck a facelift with new cedar planking and opened it up to the rest of the yard.
Todd, for you, this deck, I mean, what makes it better than the old one?
The openness, the accessibility to walk on out any place.
It's
here
nice
in
that
the
you can
yard.
step down anywhere in the yard. And
It
it's a
is.
pretty cool view from up here.
It's an excellent view
Of your
from up
new
here.
yard.
It is. The new yard. Wow.
A mix of colors and sizes make for an interesting one-of-a-kind sidewalk, and the curving lines soften up the square look of the pavers. And of course, the centerpiece of this yard is the Scrabble patio. With custom-made tile holder benches and a cozy fire pit, it's the perfect place for the whole family to hang out.
What are you doing, hanging out here with the back?
We're getting ready to play.
Oh, we so got to break in the Scrabble patio. Is this where I get to win back my $10 from Scarlett?
This is where you may win that.
Is she at some investment bank, taking her 10 and making it 20?
She is indeed.
She's at school, right?
She's
She's
at
at
school
school.
learning how to do that fancy math to turn the 10 into 20.
That works for me. So what's the first thing? You got to grab a couple here?
Grab a couple tiles.
All right, cool.
So reach in.
I'll grab these two. I'm Paul Garanghelli. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Landscape Smart. How weird is that? All right, so what do we do? Grab a couple more?
Grab a couple more, Don.
Weird.
Hang on.
We're not supposed to look at them, right?
Right.
Supposed to look at them.
Okay,
All right.
I'll count off 5.